What's going on, everybody? FJC here, back with another XDefiant video, but today we're going to be talking about XDefiant's Season 1 patch notes and what I believe are the most important things for you guys to know about Season 1. Do me a favor, guys, just before we get into the video, head on over to the description and make sure you're following all my socials. I have been streaming XDefiant practically every single day since release, as well as I mainly focus on FPS content, and I do play the occasional single-player game on my stream. Most recently, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. Now, without further ado, let's get into the reason why you clicked on this video. So right now you guys are looking at the patch notes. I'm going to also leave the link in the description if you want to read them for yourselves. But what I'm going to do is basically go through all the patch notes and give my opinions on whether or not this is an important change or how I genuinely feel towards the change. We start out with gameplay changes, and this first change I'm extremely happy about. They changed the expiration timing of activated boosters so their lifespan counts down only during match time when you're actually playing rather than all the time, like when you're folding laundry or whatever. They also went ahead and lowered the XP threshold for each battle pass tier to give the battle pass progression a little more pep. They tuned match bonus XP rewards. MVP and victory went from 2,000 to 1,000. A draw went from 1,000 to 500. And the completion doubled from 2,000 to 4,000 to encourage players to stick to itiveness, whatever the hell that means. And the last gameplay change that they did, which I'm a huge fan of, is they added a headshot icon to the kill feed, and they also stated because it feels good to rub it in is why they did it. Now we're moving on to the faction changes, and if you guys weren't aware, one of the biggest things about Season 1 was they added a new faction, the GSK faction, which comes from Rainbow Six Siege. And you can see in this paragraph, it states, these elite Team Rainbow operators from Germany's Border Protection Command specialize in crowd control and securing territory. They can deploy electrified barbed wire for area denial, counter incoming enemy devices with their active defense system, and dazzle multiple foes with flash charges mounted on their G52 Tactical Shield Ultra. Call them the yeah, because it's fun and also accurate. And honestly, in my opinion, majority of the best changes for Season 1 come within the faction changes. They also increased the cooldown of Echelon's intel suit from 30 to 40 seconds, tuned the cooldown of the Phantom's mag barrier from 30 to 40 seconds as well, and the mag barrier hit points were also reduced from 500 to 400, making it easier to put down the shield. The Phantom's Aegis, or Phantom's ultimate ability, now takes damage from EMP grenades. It takes a total of 6 EMP grenades to put it out of commission, which I think is a very important change to the game. Moving on, we have some DedSec hijack changes. The cooldown is decreased from 28 seconds, plus the remaining duration of the hack skill to 20 seconds, plus the remaining duration of the hack skill. So for example, let's say a mag barrier has 7 seconds left and gets hacked. The cooldown becomes 20 plus 7. Failed hijack cooldown, meanwhile, decreases from 8 seconds to 5 seconds. The DedSec spider bot cooldown was also increased from 25 to 40 seconds, thank Christ. They also adjusted the spider bot's behavior. Now, multiple spider bots will not attempt to hug the same person, nor will spider bots continue to ignore faces they've hugged multiple recent times, some give and take from the spider bot kingdom. They went ahead and decreased the cooldown of Libertad's Biovita boost, so that's the can, from 25 to 20 seconds. And they also fixed Libertad's Medico Supremo, which was the backpack, so it will no longer disappear after deploying player respawns as a different faction. Next, we move on to the maps. They added Clubhouse, which is a returning map from Rainbow Six Siege. If you guys have played that, if you have not, I really did enjoy this map throughout my day-to-day. The map obviously plays completely different to Rainbow Six Siege, and the first time that I did play this map was also on the brand new game mode Capture the Flag, which we're going to talk about, which was a lot of fun. But something they don't mention in the patch notes was they actually added another map on top of Clubhouse, and that's Rockefeller, and in my opinion, that is one of the best maps in the game currently, but I am a little biased because I do like the smaller, faster paced maps. And like I mentioned before, Capture the Flag has been added to the game, and it works the same as any other game. You take the flag and you bring it back to your zone. It's the first to 4 flags captured, as well as a 10-minute time limit. I'm gonna be real with you guys, Capture the Flag definitely isn't one of my preferred game modes. I don't think it's bad in this game, and I think it works really well in XDefiant. I just personally don't like to play it that much. Next, we're moving on to the weapon changes. If you guys didn't know, they added 3 brand new weapons to XDefiant, which we're going to talk about in a second here. But they've gone ahead and adjusted the sniper flinch again. They improved the hit flinch penalty incurred when being shot with a sniper rifle equipped, meaning that when you are getting shot with a sniper rifle, you will have more flinch now. And basically, to sum up this whole paragraph that they have here, they've increased the speed of the hit flinch camera by 25%. The camera will now always kick upward rather than up or down at random, and the amount the camera will kick left or right has been increased by 3 times. Now, like I mentioned earlier, they did add 3 brand new weapons to XDefiant: the L115, the LVOAC, and the sawed-off secondary. The devs also go ahead and give brief explanations for each weapon. For the L115, they state it's not as quite as heavy as the TAC-50 and has faster handling, although it deals slightly less damage and is not as effective at penetrating cover. The LVOAC is a snazzy customized rifle similar to the M4A1, has a much faster rate of fire than the M4A1, but with that comes more recoil and less range. It also has slightly longer reload and equip times, and I gotta tell you guys, after using this weapon in game, I got no clue what fucking recoil they're talking about, because there's none. And the last weapon that they added to the game is the sawed-off secondary weapon. I personally am not a fan of this addition at all. I don't see why they needed to add a sawed-off secondary, and it even states this close-range version of the double-barreled shotgun packs a big boom for its size. Imagine carrying a primary weapon in your secondary slot, and that's this. Now, I haven't seen anybody using the sawed-off shotgun just yet in game because it is available at Battle Pass tier 80, but me personally, I really don't think this game needed a secondary shotgun, as the double barrel shotgun primary is pretty good as is, and they even went and said that the double barrel is a long range gun, which is just insane to me. And the last major change that they made in Season 1, in my opinion, is that they added new mastery skins. So now we will get Titanium Violet at level 300, Titanium Azure at 350, and Titanium Prisma at 400. And I do gotta say, guys, these skins look fantastic in game. So those were all of the major changes in Season 1 in XDefiant. I do gotta say, this season makes the game feel very, very fresh with the new faction, as well as the 2 new maps. They feel amazing to play on and definitely fit right into the game. Like I said earlier in the video, all of the patch notes are gonna be in the link in the description if you guys want to look at them yourselves. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel and turn on post notifications as well, because I plan to make a dedicated video to the GSK faction and dedicated videos to all the new weapons. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy, have a great rest of your day, much love.